In this introductory lecture, we will explain what the course on sustainable housing design is about and why we believe it is a crucial topic to be addressed for everyone who has an interest in housing, housing design, urban design, housing policies, and societal issues related to all these fields of expertise. We will clarify how we understand and define the three main terms of the course's title: sustainability, housing, and design, and how we think these are interlinked in the process of creating a sustainable urban future for all. And finally, we will introduce concepts and terminology to be elaborated during the rest of the course that are specific to the topic of sustainable housing design, yet relate to broader issues of sustainability on a global scale. Let us first draw a picture of the context and challenges at stake. Our planet is facing an alarming climate change with expected harsh consequences for current living conditions in many parts of the world. The Earth's human population is continuously growing and will do so for decades to come, meaning more people who need food, shelter, and opportunities to live healthy and meaningful lives. Economic inequality is persistent, if not increasing, between continents, countries and regions, but also between cities, neighborhoods, and social classes within societies. All of the above being cause for social tensions, migration, and conflict. While one could argue that the permanent housing shortage is consequential to the continuous population increase, in recent years this has developed into a worldwide housing crisis. According to UN Habitat, the global housing challenge persists, and it means that approximately 2.8 billion people worldwide face housing inequalities, from homelessness to substandard and unaffordable homes. So, building new and affordable homes is a top priority for governments, housing institutions, building enterprises, and welfare organizations across the globe. But their efforts are compromised by increasing scarcity of land, with resulting price rises, depletion of resources for building materials, and, more recently, legislation trying to prevent negative impact on climate and environment, to which the mainstream building industry is a large contributor. Many projects that do get realized despite all these challenges do supply additional housing in quantity, but at the cost of strengthening social segregation, income inequality, and loss of economic opportunities. Or they simply do not fit the way people are used to live their lives. This course does not provide a single answer to solve all these issues. However, it seeks to establish an understanding of how a design approach that integrates certain notions of sustainability related to housing may provide guidelines by which better answers can be found. Now, let us look a little closer into the meaning of the words in the course's title: sustainability, housing, and design. Sustainability, or the ability to sustain, is a widely used term that has many definitions and interpretations. Linguistically, to sustain is not far from its Latin origin, sustenere, combining a variation of connotations from maintain to support, uphold, and endure. So sustainability means something like the ability to continue over a long period of time. An often quoted definition by the United Nations World Commission on Environment and Development says that sustainable development is development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. A definition so clear and universal that it is, as a guideline, applicable to a wide variety of subjects. Scholars usually distinguish three dimensions of sustainability: environmental sustainability, social sustainability, and economic sustainability. Only when these three are met together, one could speak of truly sustainable development. Housing can refer both to the physical reality of a number of houses as a noun and as a verb to the act of providing houses to inhabitants, to house people. And while housing policies, housing design, and also this course look at housing as a plural phenomenon in large quantities, we should be conscious that each house becomes a unique and personal condition for its inhabitants. It is their place to live, to call home, that can be organized and decorated to their life's needs, wishes, and stories. An important aspect is the question of ownership, or sense of ownership, and the entitlement of control over one's own house and neighborhood. It is individual, collective among neighbors, or external by a housing association or institution. Each system has its benefits and repercussions. Besides a place to live, a house often also is a financial vehicle for economic improvement over time. Its financial value in a market economy may depend on size and location, meaning that it increases when it is enlarged or when the neighborhood becomes more attractive to people. The plural aspect of housing also means that one doesn't live there alone, but together with many others in a neighborhood. Together they may need amenities such as schools, shops, services, spaces to work, meet and worship. This adds a collective and public domain to the privacy of the individual homes that may be different in size and character according to culture and social habits. Housing design, then, is about organizing these private, collective and public spaces and giving them a material shape and expression. To design is the ability to create something new, unique, that did not exist before. Why do we need that, one may argue? Why not simply copy housing that has already been built somewhere else before? Well, this happens a lot and can sometimes provide good solutions. Often, however, the copy doesn't perform as well as the original in terms of climate, availability of building materials and techniques, or connection to local socio-cultural practices. New situations require new solutions that may learn substantially from earlier examples, but nevertheless ask for a new design and layout. For this course on sustainable housing design, we have adapted the 3 dimensions of sustainability to apply more specifically to aspects of housing design. The environmental sustainability then translates to the physical aspects of housing design, which we will group under the name materiality. Aspects of social sustainability in housing design are grouped under socio-cultural adequacy, and economic sustainability is in the course referred to as affordability. These notions of materiality, socio-cultural adequacy and affordability will be elaborated in the following lectures of this course. A close examination of case studies reveals that there are different ways to achieve those goals. We hope this course will help you in developing your own contribution to the huge challenge to provide a sustainable living environment and home for all. Thank you for watching.